Welcome to Passionate Pioneers with Mike Biselli, where we highlight and speak with the innovators, the game changers, and the pioneers who are deeply passionate and relentless in solving the problems our world is facing today. This is your opportunity to connect with and learn from these leaders and to support them on their mission. Perhaps they will soon be hearing your story as well. This is Passionate Pioneers with Mike Biselli. I look forward to having you on this journey with us. Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast and for spending a few moments with me. If you're plugging in for the first time, I'm glad you're here. Recently, some very big news was announced for pediatric healthcare, and it has me incredibly excited. But before I dive into what the news is, why I'm so excited about it, and most importantly, how you and your network can get involved, a bit of housekeeping. While listening to any of our episodes, please make sure to join our free online community at passionatepioneers.com in order to share feedback and ideas and to interact with the global ecosystem. Lastly, please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast so you will automatically receive episode updates in your podcast player. Simply search Passionate Pioneers with Mike Biselli in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Well, if you've followed my work over the past number of years, you know I'm incredibly dedicated and passionate towards the notion of reimagining healthcare together, from the biggest of the big to the smallest of the small, private enterprise, government, academia, nonprofits, venture capitalists, startup entrepreneurs, and yes, even having the patient involved. And because of that passion and dedication that goes back for many years, including my TED Talk of Reimagining Healthcare Together from 2015, I have been laser focused on continuing to build community around this country so we can knock those silos down, get off our own islands, and work together. And a lot of that work culminated with Catalyst, our healthcare innovation campus here in downtown Denver, a 180,000 square foot industry integrator that has brought together all of those stakeholders that I just mentioned. You can find more at catalysthealthtech.com because it is imperative that we have all of these stakeholders working together, building relationships and forming partnerships that will move our industry forward by doing it together. So recently when I saw some news out of a good friend's camp, I had to share with you. Let me set the stage. Omkar Kulkarni, he is the Chief Innovation Officer at Children's Hospital Los Angeles and has been a force of nature in advancing pediatric healthcare innovation. Thus, his recent announcement is no surprise to me, but the news is such a massive deal for the industry and perhaps can be a model for many others to show how we can truly work together to move the industry forward. Here's the big news from Omkar's camp. He just recently launched with a slew of other stakeholders, the KidsX Accelerator. In short, KidsX brings together the top children's hospitals and talented digital health companies to build, test, and deploy software solutions to make pediatric care exceptionally effective, safe, efficient, and convenient for children and their families. A recent Moby Health News article from September 3rd said the following, and the episode link can be found in the episode notes to learn more. It said, the program will bring together 26 pediatric hospitals to partner with early-stage digital health companies to build digital products that meet the unique needs of pediatric patients and their families. It will take place over 13 weeks, beginning in early 2021, and will be completely virtual. At the beginning of the program, the KidsX hospitals participated in a reverse pitch model where they collectively came up with a wish list of problems they hope to solve with digital solutions. Omkar said, that's a unique part of our program in the sense that it really helps these companies achieve product market fit by really starting with the problem. Well, KidsX has begun accepting applications and will continue until Wednesday, October 7th. From there, the top companies will be given the chance to pitch their products to all 26 hospitals. You heard that right, 26 hospitals. And the top 10 startups will be selected to partner with a KidsX hospital. Through this partnership and over the course of the accelerator program, these companies will be mentored by the hospitals on how to prepare for the pediatric market and eventually have a place to test their innovation. As Omkar continued to say, he said, when they are done with the program, they have a partner with ideally one of these 26 hospitals or maybe a couple of these 26 hospitals where they can actually test their solution. We have deliberately selected hospitals that have committed or have said they are interested in using these technologies. Well, Children's Wisconsin is one of the hospitals participating in this accelerator, and through the program, it hopes to get the startups from pilot to scale as quickly as possible. According to Christopher Neuarth, the Executive Director of Digital Health and Experience at Children's Wisconsin, he said, anything we can do to speed up that process and make sure we're validating things quickly saves our organization a lot of research and investment. It's a way for us to de-risk what we're looking to work on. Well, Omcar mentioned that wish list that they came up with. Here are those items. They're looking for remote monitoring, think wearables, tools to coordinate multiple appointments, virtual rehab, preparing patients and kids in days and weeks before their surgery, care coordination, think schools, doctors, hospitals, parents, etc. Care transition from pediatrics to adult health care, mental health for pediatrics, and analytics to predict adverse outcomes. So there's a lot more to learn around this new accelerator, but what has me so excited is to see 26 hospitals from around the country come together to work with these innovators that will be applying for the accelerator. So hopefully you can share with your network and your community on how others can get involved. There are mentors, there's venture capitalists being involved, but of course, having those startup founders and entrepreneurs apply to the program. So you can head over to kidsx.health to learn more. The application process will be open until Monday, October 7th. So if you or others in your network that may be interested in this very important initiative, giddy up, head over there quickly to kidsx.health to apply. The link for KidsX is also in our episode notes. You can also find this information over on our free global online community at passionatepioneers.com. I've also included Omcar's LinkedIn profile in the episode notes, so you can reach out to him directly as well. This is exactly what I get so excited about. Organizations, stakeholders within healthcare working together to move the industry forward. And what an important place to do this, to serve pediatrics, to serve children across our country. This is a big deal. I can't wait to see what comes out of this accelerator. I'll be working closely with them, being a mentor, helping these startups, working with Omcar and other stakeholders, as this is such an incredibly important initiative for our industry and for our nation. So I hope you get involved as well. And of course, help spread the word. Share this podcast recording with your network. Go ahead and post it on LinkedIn or Twitter or otherwise, but get the word out, kidsx.health. Well, thank you for taking the time to learn about this today and hearing my excitement around this notion of working together. And here it is within the pediatric space. So exciting. I look forward to being in touch. Do keep me posted on what you learn, your thoughts around this accelerator, how they can continue to improve it, and where are some other areas that could be of interest to all of the stakeholders for KidsX. Again, head over to kidsx.health or passionatepioneers.com. Also, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn at Mike Biselli or at Twitter at Mike Biselli. I look forward to being in touch. Thanks again for spending time with me today, and make it a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining us today on Passionate Pioneers with Mike Biselli. We'd love to hear your feedback about the podcast so we can continue to improve this community and to further support the pioneers being featured. Lastly, please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast and invite your friends and colleagues to join us. This is Passionate Pioneers with Mike Biselli. I look forward to having you back with us during our next episode.